Hey guys, welcome back to a new season and episode of Beauty with a Twist. I'm super excited for this new episode because we have a special guest all the way from Hawaii, you guys. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, everybody. My name is Jennifer Dela Cruz. I also go by Jani. I am the waxer at Jani the Artistry in Pearl City, Hawaii.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm literally sweating, you guys, and I'm shaking in my boots, but you can't really tell. But I'm
nervous. Are you nervous?
I'm nervous.
I'm more nervous than you, girl. Hello? I flew here.
True. All the way from Hawaii.
Over the Pacific Ocean, guys.
How long was the flight?
Wasn't too bad, 5 hours, but hear me out. It was my first flight by myself. By myself.
You've never flown by yourself?
Never.
Did you get low-key like lost? Did you go like early to not get lost?
Very much that. Like I was like on time to the airport and then getting on my flight. It was cool. It's cool. I'm chill. And then getting out of into San Diego, I was like, oh, okay, this is not that bad.
Yeah.
Boom, easy.
Can I just tell you guys, we started planning this how long ago?
Oh, I think April is when I hey, I posted I'm coming.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited. I was like, is she really coming? Like all the way from fucking Hawaii? Okay,
Hawaii.
So tell them what you do. Tell them about your business.
Oh, well.
How you started, everything.
I started my business during the pandemic, actually. I was a social worker for about 2.5 years. And yeah, I was a social worker. You know, I did the whole big girl thing, graduated college, got a regular job, realized that I do not want to do this. And while I was a social worker, I was already doing permanent makeup. So I already had my foot in the door in beauty. I worked at Sephora for about 5 years, did makeup.
Yes.
Love beauty. As much as I hate to say it, like retail is not for everybody.
Yeah.
So after I had left Sephora, got my big girl job, I was like, I still need something fun. So I started doing permanent makeup. And then I decided during the pandemic, I was working in a nursing home and I was just like, this is not for everybody.
Yeah.
You take on a lot of people's traumas. It's a lot of burnout.
Yeah.
And for me, I was like, I need another career that one is fun, but also has like revolving clients. So, you know, I had the conversation with my mom. I was like, listen, I can't do this no more. Like medical just being in the nursing home made me hate being in like any type of medical field. It just was all about money, you know? So I told her, I was like, I want to go back to aesthetic school. I want to become a waxer. I want to specialize only in waxing. I knew from the jump in aesthetic school, I don't want to do facials. I don't want to do lashes.
Why?
Listen.
Talk your shit. Let's
I think it's the low-key ADHD autism. Okay. I say it's undiagnosed. I always tell people it's undiagnosed.
Undiagnosed, okay?
Like, you guys, I will get diagnosed one day, but I just cannot sit there for 45 minutes to an hour. Just, don't get me wrong, I love getting them done. Yeah. I just don't have the personality. I want to yap. I want to talk. Like, girl, what you doing?
Yeah.
But at the same time, I know it's supposed to be relaxing.
Yeah.
I did get a lot of compliments, though, in, like, SD school where my instructors were like, you have good hands, you have good pressure. I know I can give a good massage,
but I didn't want to do it.
I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And then even with lashes, I tried. My fingers are they just uncoordinated. I can't do it that way. But I also realized that I was doing permanent makeup in Hawaii. There's a lot of people who started doing permanent makeup, and I'm not saying that you can't make a great living off of it. There are amazing people out there who do permanent makeup. Yeah. But the retention of clients is there's only so many eyebrows you can tattoo. Yeah. There's only so many touch-ups you can do. Yeah. So I know a lot of people out there are doing workshops and classes to teach people. And out in Hawaii, it's not regulated as severe as other states. Because I know Vegas, you have to do an apprenticeship. Hawaii, you just need the tattoo license and stuff and take a course or whatever. So for me, I was like, I do permanent makeup, but I want to do something that's going to bring me constant clientele.
Like the retention back.
And with waxing, as a plus size girl, getting waxed was hard for me. And I was going to, the place we don't talk about, but, love them.
Yes. We know who.
Love my waxer out there. She made me feel comfortable enough to be like, girl, I got you. This is going to be quick. This is going to be easy. And I wanted to be what she was for me, for other people, and give women the confidence of, hey, like, I may be big, I may be a mom, I may be this, that, and the other. Yeah. But I wanted to give people the confidence back. Like, you don't have to be this to get this. I feel like the beauty standard, like, back at home, a lot of people don't talk about like getting waxed. And for me, it's just all about hygiene, feeling good about yourself. We live on an island. You want to go to the beach? You don't want razor burn.
Yeah.
So I started working really hard in SC school. Like, yeah, I did all my modules. I did my facials. I did my synergy. I did my lash lifts, but that didn't excite me as much as waxing. Mm-hmm. So coming out of the pandemic, the moment we got the okay from the state to go back, I was like, okay, boom, I'm taking all my permanent makeup clients that I had to reschedule during the pandemic, but also started offering $50 Brazilians models, like 45 to $50 clients. And a lot of my clients were my brow clients. Then I started building. I started working with my timing. I started off in a small room in a studio that I was working part-time, 3 days a week. Then I started getting more clients because I started promoting myself in a way where like, hey, everybody can get waxed.
Yeah.
Why are you not getting waxed? This is why you should get waxed. And I started getting a lot of clientele. Then I started working up to 4 days a week. And then me and the owner didn't see eye to eye about certain things. So I ended up leaving that location, and then I'm now at the location I'm at. And there I was able to go from 4 days, sharing a room with somebody. We were both part-timers. Then I was able to move into a full-time room by myself, working 7 days, 7 days a week. And then I started building. And it was because I have like TikToks that go viral, all because I'm just being myself.
Yeah.
And that's where I build on. And I tell a lot of people, I don't have the time to be somebody else on social media and in person. The biggest thing a lot of clients tell me is like, wow, you are the same person on social media and in person.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, why would I want to be somebody else? It takes too much work to put up a front on social media. I don't have time. Mm-hmm. I got multiple personalities in my head. I don't have time to do that in person. You know what I mean? So after that, it was so funny. It was a random Tuesday, and I tell people this story all the time. My boss, or the owner of the space I was in, she was like, Jani, the end unit is going up. It's open. It's vacant. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's like, the landlord asked me if we want to take on that unit. And I was like, okay, so what does that have to do with me? She's like, this is your time. This is your time to go into your own unit. And I was like, Raquel, she's like my big sister in the industry. I'm like, Raquel, I don't have the funds. I don't have the help. You know, I'm single. I don't have a man who works in construction, or a dad who works in construction, who can help me build out this unit. It's just me. So she's like, I feel like you can do it with the amount of clients you are seeing, and you want to move into education. This is your time. Mm-hmm. So boom, I called my best friend. I was like, listen, I can't leave work. I have clients till 5. I need to sign this lease today. Pull me out $1,000. I will give you $1,000 tomorrow. Like, I cannot go to the bank. I don't have time, right? Like, to put down to secure my spot. Within, I think, maybe 3 weeks, we were able to make that space workable. I had to get my licensing, all of that.
Within 3 weeks?
Within 3 weeks. I had to be in my new unit June 1st.
Damn.
Yeah. And I was working in there. My room that I was already in became taken over by somebody else come June 1st. And by the graces of God, I was able to do it. But from June to maybe September is when I actually took the time to build it out. And then in September, I had a studio blessing where, you know, my closest friends and family came to celebrate what I had did on whatever time limit, whatever resources I had. And that to me had to be the biggest, like, okay, I can do this. Mm-hmm. This has to be the biggest, like, accomplishment. Again, being single, being in the most expensive state. I had just moved into my own space, like, on my own, like, living situation. I moved into my condo the year prior, and then I got the keys in April. So, like, within 6 months of each other.
Oh my gosh. So
I knew I had to work. I started doing workshops more, and it became so real. Like, I never thought I would be like this. I never thought I would be this in the industry. You know, there's people out there who have beautiful spaces like yours, but it was just me. And I did that all just by being myself.
Yeah. And
I think now that I've been there for almost 3 years, I'm just like, what's next? What is next?
She's coming out here, you guys.
Everybody wants me in California, dang. But I keep telling people that because of where Hawaii is going in the beauty industry and how expensive it is, even to rent a space, a lot of people get discouraged on trying to fulfill that, you know?
Yeah.
So for me, as the Capricorn in me, I'm always like, work. We're working.
I love Capricorn.
You know, she's a Capricorn girl. But I think now a lot of people always ask me, like, do you want a salon or like to have renters, you know? And I'm just like, I don't know. I've always been the type of person where I never wanted to be the boss of somebody.
Yeah.
And this year I had the opportunity to hire on 2 girls who work under me.
Yeah.
And I still think that I'm not the best boss. I don't know how to lead. I lead by example, but I also have to remind myself that in this position as a leader, you have to like change the way you speak to people. Lead by example. I'm more so like, let's work together, not I'm your boss. This is what you need to do. And it's something I tell my employees all the time. Like, I love you guys, but please don't get mad at me if I tell you that you need to do this, that, and the other in the studio, because we need it to run. If I give you feedback about what clients are saying, I need you to like not be mad at me. Like, this is for you guys to grow too.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing too, I tell a lot of people is that the girls who work under me or the girls that I teach, they are not my competition.
No.
The girl down the road is not my competition.
Yeah.
I attract who I attract. And with me, my students, I love them so much. I will actually send clients to them. People will be like, hey, do you have somebody on this side of the island? Yeah, absolutely. Go to her. She trained under me. She's a great person. Go to her. Because as much as I would love for you to drive 45 minutes away to me, to hang out with me, when you can go 10 minutes down the road in your neighborhood. And that's just like my way of sharing the wealth in a sense. And making sure that my girls get taken care of because they have families to take care of. They have kids. They have, you know, a mortgage to pay or whatever. So I have no problem with sharing clientele. I have no problem with doing that. Yeah.
So over there in Hawaii, like, tell me the pricing with Brazilians and stuff because I see you booked out, girl. When I see her schedule, you guys, don't think it's like, oh my gosh, I have 5 Brazilians. No. I'm like talking 30, okay? 25, 30. No, I'm not exaggerating. Literally. She's like, this is how many from what time to what time? Tell me.
So right now, the average is about 70, 80. That's also what at our big company is at. It's at 75, 30. And I see clients every 5 to 6 weeks. But for me, I see clients, at one point, I was seeing at least 25 a day. Then I started getting burnt out. And I started to realize, hey, your energy is drowning me. You know, I love my clients, but they come in and I'm an empathetic person. I take it all in.
Oh my God. Same.
I be crying with them.
And I text them later on. I'm like, how are you?
Yes. And I know in my heart that being a good person and being there for them will repay in the end. Because just as much as I check in on my clients check in on me when I be going through things, you know, or like when something happens. They know because I've always been the type of person to share my story or share what I'm experiencing, not for pity, but because to tell people like, hey, you are human. What you're feeling is real. And the biggest thing I tell a lot of my clients is that God put us together for a reason. You came to see me for a reason, and we have both benefited from this type of relationship. And waxing back home, like, I have so many clients who are like, oh my God, I'm so scared. Why? Just come. Just try it. Like, just try it. Just do it. Be like Nike. Just do it. Because at the end of the day, what do you have to lose? Take a chance, you know? And back, like, at home, Brazilians were not very talked about, you know, like in the beauty industry. Now, because of how popular it is.
That's what I was going to ask you. Like, how is it over there?
I be trying to get people to just come because I'm tired of y'all shaving. I'm tired of y'all shaving. I'm tired of getting the text like, hey, I'm so sorry I shaved. Girl, what do you want me to do? Why are you telling me sorry? Tell your coochie sorry. You're going to have the irritation. But I think the thing I tell a lot of people is like, let's not talk about like the hardest part is people look at it from a sexual standpoint.
True.
And, you know, I'm not going to lie. I started off making those types of content and I don't want to say that that's not funny anymore. But like I wanted to transition how I
like more education,
yeah. Why you should get waxed. You got all these issues down there, girl. You got hygiene issues, do it. You want to feel clean, you don't want hair sticking out of your bikini, then by all means, get waxed. And I think too, a lot of people are like, oh, I'd rather do laser, oh, I'd rather do sugar. do what fits your budget, do what fits your pain tolerance, do what fits your schedule. I will send people to LA Laser, or I will send people to the Sugar Girl down the road, because you're gonna,
whatever it is,
whatever works for you, girl. Just don't shave. I would rather you cheat on me with another form of hair removal than
shaving
a Venus razor.
Not the Venus
razor.
Not
the Venus razor. Or the Bic? Do you want the Bic razor?
Stop.
The yellow one?
Oh my gosh. I don't even own one, so I don't know. But
exactly.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, especially, I want to talk about the subject of like difference of waxing, like the type of wax that there is. There's sugaring, there's hard, there's soft. But I don't feel like people know the difference. I'm a hard wax girly. I've been like that since I started 6 years ago. I only do soft wax for the brows. However, I've seen a lot of people transition to soft wax. So convince me.
Okay.
Let's see.
I was a hard wax girl forever. And I think it stems from esthetician school. They tell you, like, this is the only way to do it.
Shout out to Barrington, though. I love them. They're in all esthetician schools over here.
Period. And a lot of the things that we were taught was like, you can't go over the skin more than once. You're gonna lift the skin. The labials are very sensitive. I get that. And then I started, the price of wax started to get very, very expensive. And again, I live on an island. Shipping wax, I was paying at least $600 for shipping.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
I'm just like, but the amount that I wax, on the volume that I wax, I needed to have stock consistently. And when things were getting low, I'd freak out because like, hey, wait, I need to order at least 80 pounds of wax.
And not all waxing companies ship over there, right?
Not all. We do have Black Coral out there, but they don't sell them on the largest. They weren't selling them on the bulk sizes. So Bree from Rebel Wax was doing whatever she can to help me with sending wax to Hawaii. She would give me a discount, and I would, I'm very grateful. And I still use Rebel for like, in the nose. But I then decided, okay, looking at my overhead, how much it costs for me to ship wax here on the amount of what I'm charging for a Brazilian, I had to do the math. Then I started seeing Jane. We love Jane, Pain Jane, Lady Pang. And I started being invested in the way that her technique was, how she sold herself. And then she started doing her waxing summit. So I flew up to San Jose last year, and I took her workshop with her team, and it was great. Like, we were hands-on from the jump. It was a great investment, honestly, because when I look at my numbers, I think I had messaged Jane. I think the first month I had doubled what I made just as a hard waxer in just soft wax. Then I was purchasing wax from Jane on the level of 2 cases every 2 months. Then Jane presents me with the opportunity, do you want to be a distributor in Hawaii? And I was just like, me? Just me? Like, you can go to anybody else, but you chose me. And she's like, I feel like with your students, you have the clientele and you have the students, you can make distribution happen. So I was like, okay, I'm moving into a house. I have the space to store the wax, all this, that, and the other.
Yeah.
So then I started getting wax. I got the palette to me, and I looked at it and I was like, wow, this is a great opportunity. I can't believe Jane chose me to be a distributor out there. So other than my students who have purchased wax from me, there are other estheticians out in Hawaii who have purchased wax from me. And I've also shipped wax out of Hawaii. It was cheaper for me to ship wax out of Hawaii than for me to ship wax to Hawaii.
Ooh. So
on the level of shipping wax, say on average, it's like $70 for a case. But when I ship out my, 9 cans, it's like $12. So I make some type of profit from this. And now with the speed of soft wax and the prep and the products that I have with Lady Pang, I've been able to take my waxing from 20 minutes to maybe the fastest wax I've done is like 6 minutes.
Oh my God, you're gonna pull my fucking vagina hairs in 6 minutes.
That's hot. but the thing is, I tell people, a lot of my clients are like, they're fast-paced girlies.
Yeah.
They want to do the in and out. They're okay with the in and out.
Yeah. Some people are on their lunch. Some people want a quick in and out. Yep.
And they're okay with that. Whereas I know there's a lot of talk in the beauty industry like, oh, you're not being really thorough with your waxes because you're doing it under 7 minutes. You don't build client rapport. And I tell people I can learn about my client's whole history within 7 minutes because I have the social worker aspect, right? I know the right questions to ask. But my dialect when I talk to clients is like, how'd you find me? Is this your first wax? If you ever been waxed before, what type of wax were you waxed with? And I've had girls like, I've done sugar, I've done hard wax, I've done laser, but you make it so tempting to come try. So I'm like, yeah, let's try it. And every client I have changed from, or every client who have seen me and they've gone soft wax, they're like, this doesn't feel as hard as hard wax. And let me break it down. I think the biggest thing is the application and the pulling and the tugging of the hair with hard wax, and then that lip part, right? So I'll tell clients, like, you go with what feels comfortable for you. I'm not going to convince you to choose soft wax. But when I transitioned, I think I lost maybe 2 clients because they were like, oh, the soft wax is too much for me. And I get it. So I refer them to my girls who do hard wax. And they're fine. They're happy. I will never tell a client, well, then screw you for not wanting to come to me because I changed my method. Go where what works for you. And that's how I've always been.
Yeah. So I asked this, Marlo, I don't know what episode it was, but I asked somebody, can you make a relationship with a person because, I have people that do it in 30 minutes or they book out, they don't even necessarily wax in 30 minutes, but they book the time gap per 30 minutes. And I asked her, I was like, can you build a relationship in the 15 minutes that you have to wax? And she was like, no. And I was like, I have a 30-minute gap too. But because I feel like in the beginning when I started waxing, I started doing it from home 6 years ago. I started from home and then I built this.
Yes.
I burnt myself out. I was doing like 20 to 25 just like you. And I was like, oh my gosh, I am exhausted. But, I loved that I did that because it got me here. But I just killed myself. Like I literally would come home, like literally be at home and like I couldn't even like
talk to anybody.
Yeah. My social battery was not there. And then at the time I was dating this guy and he was like, well, you're not giving me time. You're not giving me attention. You're this and this and that. And I'm like, okay, but
do you pay me?
I'm building a fucking empire here, fool. Like, what?
Do you pay me, sir?
Yeah.
I think, hear me out. I think when you don't take people's things personal, it doesn't affect me as much as it used to before. And and it may sound really like, oh my God, she's just talking, whatever.
Yeah.
Once I started going to therapy and I stopped taking things so personal, like taking people's trauma in, my social battery, like, yes, I'll be tired, but I will not let it drain me.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing. Because I would have clients who would talk about their consistent shitty ex-boyfriends or shitty baby daddies or my job is this, my family is this.
Yeah.
And it's constant. It's always like they haven't done anything else to like change that. I kind of changed my mindset to be like, well, I know that that's what's going on, but what's a good positive thing happening right now? What's one thing you're looking forward to? I try to change the conversation so that it ends on a positive note because I'm always like, how are you doing? And they're like, oh my God, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, okay, so what are you looking forward to? Because I refuse to go back to that dark hole of like, oh my God, my client had a shitty day, so I'm going to have a shitty day.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think personally, from my perspective, I went from 45 minutes to 30 minutes to 20 minutes, and I'm still at 20 minutes.
The gap.
Is
just in case.
Just in case, right? You're running late. You need to check out. We want to talk more. Like, there are some clients who want to take up my full-time minutes, tell me everything. And then there's some clients, well, I got to go now. I got to go back to work, or my kids are waiting for me. And I've never had a problem with building a relationship with my clients. Yeah. If anything, I'm like, I feel like I talk too much. I feel like that's why I can do that. And I have clients who just are not as like hyper as me. So like, I'm always like, so what do you do? Where are you from? How'd you find me? I ask the basic questions. And then when they don't want to give,
you kind of get the vibe.
Yeah, I catch the vibe. I'm like, okay, we're done. See you in 5 to 6 weeks. Make sure you exfoliate. If you need a 50 grit or if you need an Agent 88, you can purchase it now. And sometimes clients just come because you are basically, how do I say this? You are like a breath of fresh air from their chaotic life. And maybe they just need to be quiet in your appointment. I mean, it's going to be awkward because I'm trying to do this and you're not responding, but it is what it is. I don't take it personal anymore. I used to take a lot of things personal when I started off in this business, whether it be somebody no-showing me or somebody trying to talk bad about me. I used to get so hurt because I used to base my value off of the negative comments when I should value my work and my business on the amazing people I get to see, the great networking I've done, the great relationships I've built, the babies that my clients got pregnant from their wax from, you know, and then they bring their babies and I'm like, oh my God, you're a product of what we did here. My best friend. Me. Oh shit. No, literally my best friend got pregnant. Because like really quick because of the wax was so good, you know? Twice. Back to back. Her babies are back to back.
So no, let me ask you, have you gone through something traumatic that you kind of put yourself in a situation where you were like, should I should I talk about myself with my clients, or like, do you tell them personal stuff that is going on, or?
Again, I feel like a lot of people can read energies, and whether a client comes in and they'll be like, "What's wrong, Jani? Like something just feels wrong," because I'm not my hyper self, right? I was engaged in the beginning of the year, you know, and then he had chose to leave 2 weeks after our engagement. And I did redo my 30th birthday because he asked me to marry him on my birthday. And I told him, I don't want that. I don't want you to ask me on my birthday because that's my day, and you know? Did? And he did. With the ring I didn't want. Fuck. But besides the point, like the trauma that it left me with, again, if this was old me, not healed, not going in therapy, I would have crashed out. It was hard. But because I knew that in this moment I still have to run a business, did
you turn your emotions off?
Not even. I took 2 days to sit with it. I texted my assistant. I'm like, hey, this just happened. I need you to work the next 2 days. Mind you, I already had posted it on my page saying like, hey guys, I mean, guess who's a fiance?
I remember that. Right? Yeah.
It was cute. Like, you know?
It was cute. It was cute.
But and then clients started bringing champagne and engagement cards and flowers, and my assistant texted me, she's like, Jani, like, this client brought this client brought that. So I'm like, okay, I want to sit here and text everybody, be like, hey, please, thank you for what you did, which I love. Thank you for thinking of me. Because in Hawaii, that's how we share special moments. We give gifts and all that stuff, right? So I had got on my Instagram. I'm like, hey, I don't want to go too much into detail about this, but for everybody who has brought me a gift or who thought about bringing me a gift, please don't. Because I was engaged and now I'm not. And I'm taking the time to heal. I'm taking the time to figure it out and all these things, right? So when we finally had our last conversation and he was like, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. I'm not ready. I cannot commit to you. I need to go do this and work on myself. Like, I wish, you know, all those things. Yeah. I'm like, okay, why would I fight for you? Why do I need to convince you to love me? I'm not going to do that because I can turn this around. And I look at all the people who do love me, my clients who love me, my friends who love me, all of them who because I have such a positive, you know, thing on social media.
Like a bond. Like, I feel like when I messaged you, it was like a bond. Like, are you good, girl? Like, no, you know?
I'm not good. I'm not good, but we gonna figure it out. Yeah. Because the last thing I need is for my clients to have that, to not benefit from that, you know? I don't need my clients to miss out on their wax because they're going on vacation or they're getting married. And it was really hard in the beginning, but once I started, this is the thing my therapist said, talk about what hurts you so it feels normal. I feel like if you hold it in, it just eats you up inside, right? Yeah. So I will tell clients, like, yeah, this is what happened, but I'm okay. I'm here taking care of you. I'm here taking care of me. Taking clients after the engagement fail made me feel wholesome again and made me feel like, okay, if nobody can pour love into me right now, I'm going to pour whatever I have into my clients. Because without my clients, I wouldn't have a good business. Without my clients, I wouldn't be living on my own. Without my clients, I wouldn't have this special bond, you know? And even like you guys, like you said, you reached out to me. So many of the girls in the States have reached out to me, texting me. After I even said, like, please don't call me, please don't text me. Everybody, they don't listen. Y'all don't listen. But I got it. And that showed me that, you know, if right now is not the time for love, I'm going to get it somewhere else. And I got it. I got it from my community. And that to me was just like, you don't need that, Jani. You got it. You don't need that type of relationship. And right now, you just have to work on yourself. So that's
a sign too.
Exactly. So that's when I was like, okay, boom, I'm going to hire another girl. I have 2 girls working under me. I was able to like start doing more workshops. Mm-hmm. I was sending out more wax to people. Like after the breakup, it kind of just gave me more opportunity, whether it to go continue my gym life, make new friends, come out to San Diego and out to California to do this. Like it gave me opportunity to grow, but also not be bitter. It gave me
like don't be mad.
Yeah, like I didn't want it to change my heart. That's the biggest thing. Because I'm an empathetic person. So when somebody tells me that they're going through, I will cry. But I didn't need people to feel sorry for me. I needed people to be like, she's strong. She got this. And continuing to run a business after all of that, girl, I bounced back quick.
Oh, that's so...
I think I had messaged Jane my first, after I had hired on the girls, I was like, we just hit 25K for this month. She's like, that's fucking great. Oh, sorry. She's like, that's great, Jani. Do it again. And we've been, and it's just, for me, it's just like, I don't need a man right now. I would like one. Don't get me wrong. I want to be a mom. I want to be a wife. I want to have the business and all that. But you know what? My clients are great. Yeah. They bring their babies.
I'm a tia.
Yeah. I'm a ate, That's what we say in Filipino. I'm a ate. So at the end of the day, it was hard, but the bounce back was
even better.
The bounce back was much better. Wish nothing but the best for him.
And that's going to end it like that.
I mean, whatever. But
so like it just made you kind of like more hungry, as in like, absolutely. I'm going to be chasing the bag. Like absolutely. This happened because of this reason. Now I'm just going to chase the bag even harder because
it just made me want more for myself. And if I couldn't get love poured into me, I'm going to pour it into myself, and I'm going to pour it into the people who love and care about me.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, signs will be there. Whether it's any type of relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship, mm-hmm. a working relationship, or even like friendship, the signs will be there when it's not meant to be.
Yeah.
So that's all there is, folks.
So tell me, how did you make a name for yourself out there? Kind of like, you already did your PMU, right?
Yeah.
But like, how did you become like this person that's doing workshops now? People are taking your classes. You're big on social media. I see you recording something the other day, and it looked like you're introducing yourself. Something mm-hmm. like you're doing big things, girl. So tell me, how did you build yourself in such place over there?
My thing is, how do I answer this question? I just wanted to be myself, right? Mm-hmm. And whether it be funny, whether it just be me talking shit, but I still wanted to show my personality when I started building my business. Then I started doing these TikToks and these reels, and my one TikTok, I think it's like at 3.5 million right now.
And was it the most random TikTok ever that you didn't think it would?
It was the POV or first time wax with me, right? Mm-hmm. And I got a lot of traction from that.
Yeah.
And when I would get clients from the TikTok, they're like, oh my God, you were literally the same. You talk the same. You are the same. You're funny.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, well, yeah, like, why would I want to be somebody else, right?
Yeah.
And when I started doing that, for a long time, my name on Twitter was Coochie Queen. When Twitter was X, or when X was Twitter.
Yeah.
My name was Coochie Queen.
Coochie Queen.
Mm-hmm. Coochie Queen. So because I had this social media presence, I would go out with my friends and we would go to the bars or the clubs. They're like, oh my God, Coochie Queen.
Shut up. They would say that in the fucking club or the bar. They'd be like, that's Coochie Queen.
That's Jani. That's a Coochie Queen.
That would take me out.
And at first, like, again, I was partying. I was having a great time.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm the Coochie Queen. And then it started getting to the point where, like, I'm getting, like, at the doctor's office and people would be like, hey, like, you're the Coochie Queen.
So like, you kind of needed to change a little.
I'm just like, no, I'm Jennifer. Nice to meet you. If you want to get waxed, like, I can definitely, like, do that for you. And in Hawaii, the community is very, very small. So mm-hmm. when that video went viral, boom, so many people like, oh my God, have you heard of Jani? You've heard of Jani, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And I would be in like Target in my most hoboist clothes. Like I would be in like sweatpants, hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. And people be like, hey, you're the girl that waxes coochies, yeah? And I'm like, yeah, I'm Jani. Nice to meet you. Oh my God, I want to get waxed by you. Yeah, whenever you're ready, book an appointment. I got you. I started like taking it and started rolling with it, but it'll be like, hi, I'm Jani. Nice to meet you, you know?
Oh, because you're like, you didn't want to be known as that. And I mean, you are the coochie queen, but you didn't want to be known as that, like,
that was my only personality.
Yeah, you know? Yeah.
So that happened. And as I started building on, and then I started doing workshops, and then I started teaching more people, a lot of the community was just like, we know Jani. Jani does this, and Jani has her own studio, and this girl took a workshop with Jani. And a lot of my friends in the industry, they also have like viral videos or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I like to be on there because I want clients who have been like, oh, I'm nervous, I want to do it, to get to know me through a screen. Yeah. Because sometimes texting is not enough, mm-hmm. or DMing is not enough. I want you to see my personality from your phone and be like, okay, she seems cool. And that's literally verbatim what I get. Like, oh, I saw your TikTok, or I saw your reel, and you seem so cool. You seem so genuine and caring. That's what made me want to get waxed by you.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of people lack the customer service skills in the 100%. Industry. You can do the bomb ass brows, the best lash lifts, the best facials or whatever. Mm-hmm. But if you don't have a personality to relate to your clients, mm-hmm. it doesn't have to be relatable.
Just talk. Be nice. Like,
be kind.
Yes.
You're not. Here's my thing, right?
No, get into it. Because I already know where this is going to head. Before you even start, I had a client the other day. She was brand new. She was a walk-in. And I had 10 minutes to spare. And she was like, can you wax me down there? And I was like, yeah, of course. I sat her down, put her in the bed, whatever. And she was like, after I finished wax, she's like, that was the most quickest, but most, like, you were so nice and kind.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, what do you mean? She's like, well, I've gotten waxed before. And she was just so rude. And like, she's like, I'm so vulnerable. My legs are open.
Yeah.
But like, she just was mean. Like, she didn't even talk and anything.
And that's my thing. Brazilian waxes are the most vulnerable. Like,
yes.
You have one shot to make this client come back. And if I'm not kissing your ass, mm-hmm. or trying to learn about you or making you feel comfortable, I'm not going to retain mm-hmm. you as a client, mm-hmm. right? But back home, a lot of it is competition. It's a lot of competition. The girl down the road.
I was going to ask you.
It's big out there. But for me, again, I tell people, there's 8 billion people in this world. I don't care if my client goes somewhere else, or if mm-hmm. this girl goes to my student. I will attract what I attract, and I'm blessed to have amazing clients and blessed to still get new clients constantly because of an old video I posted 2 years ago. And I think the hardest part is when we all first start off, we compare ourselves to others, right? Comparison is the thief of all joy. Mm-hmm. And I used to be like that, but now I'm just like, why am I going to compare myself to somebody else? I want to compare myself to who I was 2 years ago, because the Jani 2 years ago has healed so much as an individual and as a business person into something much, much more better. And I've grown, you know? And I think now with the way the beauty industry is going, everybody wants to do something, you know?
Yeah.
We're in the era of content creation, TikToks and reels, and I'm going to quit my full-time job to do this. And I get that. Do your thing. Pop your shit. If you can do it. If you have the grit and the drive, you have to be okay for the disappointments. You're going to have to be okay with the no-shows. You're going to have to be okay with being slow. And at one point, I was like, oh my God, I'm not getting enough clients. And I was like, what am I going to do? I even thought about getting a part-time job. I really did.
Yeah.
But by the graces of God and like promoting yourself, marketing yourself, I just
kept it pushing.
Keep it pushing. Because I feel like after the breakup, I got comfortable. After I mm-hmm. became stagnant, mm-hmm. and then I was like, nah, I can't do this. I can't let that have a hold on me.
Yeah.
I need more. Yeah. What more can I do?
Yeah.
And at one point I was only working like 4 days. I went back in for 5 days. Then I started doing half days. Then I started really learning my clientele and learning when I'm peak busiest, you know? I started looking at my numbers and I'm like, okay, I made small tweaks and changes where I needed to, and I'm still making the $20K a month, you know? And that may not be a lot to some people, and that may be a lot to some people, but don't compare my day, what is this, my year 5 to your year 1.
Period.
That I don't compare, like Jane's 20 years in the game? Yeah. I don't compare my year 5 to Jane's 20 years.
Yeah.
Because, or your 20 years, you know, like that's not going to do me any good.
Comparing yourself.
And
I feel like a lot of people that are barely getting into the industry, or they're already in the industry, like we're seeing you 30 Brazilians booked in, and then they're like, well, why do I get one Brazilian or two Brazilians? You know what I mean? And it's kind of, they look at you and they're like doubting themselves, and that's what makes people quit.
Yes, absolutely. You cannot quit even on the slowest day.
No.
Make your content, post something. Like,
go in for something. Do it on yourself.
Yeah. I know there was one day I waxed my eyebrows and my upper lip on my page because I had a no-show. And that video got so many comments because it was funny. It was real. Yeah. It was me just being myself. And even if it was, you know, a no-show, I still made a little bit of like my $5 from my Instagram ads, whatever, you know?
Yeah.
It's still something.
Yeah.
And to show up for yourself means more than anything right now in this day and age. You have to show up,
exactly,
even on your worst days.
And right now it's so hard. And I was like I got so comfortable. I was like, oh my gosh, like I was used to taking like 15 to 20 clients a day, right? And I got so comfortable to what I was making that one day it just stopped.
Yeah,
like it was slow, you know. But for me, I'm that one person that's like, okay, if it's slow, I'm still gonna come in, I'm still gonna do what I gotta do. Because I got a storefront. I gotta make it happen no matter what. You know what I mean? So not giving up was one of the biggest things that kind of stuck with me. Like, you went this far to get this far. Like, you know what I mean?
Nothing changes if nothing changes. Period. Come on now. You know?
Yeah.
And I think now with the AI, I'm like, AI ain't gonna walk. AI is not gonna wax your coochie.
No. So these fucking videos, y'all. You know those funny ones on TikTok?
Like, well, how did you become a fish, girl? Hello? I'm just like, AI cannot wax a coochie. No. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You know? But the thing that a lot of clients tell me is that the thing that, you know, in this recession that we might go through, clients are just like, Jani, I still value you and I budget you into my
waxes.
Yeah.
I mean, to my day-to-day.
Yeah. Like, I will never give up my waxes. I'll give up my hair, I'll give up my lashes, but I will not give up my waxes. And that, to me, I feel loved, and I'm grateful. Even if I have a 7 client day to a 24 client day, I'm grateful for whatever I have.
Yeah.
You know, my family don't even know what I do, honestly. Like,
they just know you wax.
They just know I wax, but they don't know on the level of the scale that I do. And I think it's funny because I do videos with my mom, and I get all the aunties in her age. They love it. They're like, nobody taught us how to do this when we were younger. And I'm like, well, let me tell you, let me teach you. And they love it. And, you know, they value that.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what's one of the best business decisions you think you've made for your business? Where it was like, okay, this is one of the, like, let me tell you my best decision. I don't have employees anymore, as in like hourly. I only have one, and my assistant, she's been here for 6 years. That was the best decision for me. And I know that some people have, you know, 10 employees and they do this and they want like a franchise. I understand, but I feel like for me, I was drained because I was responsible for them eating at home, and that took a toll on me, and mentally and physically. I went home and I would just work. Okay, I even though as a business owner, you never stop working, even on your days off. But I feel like me doing that and having 5 employees under me, I was working 20 times more than that.
Absolutely. Like you said, you are responsible, right?
Yeah.
I think for me, the biggest positive thing I did was taking that wax course with Jade, because it has opened up another threshold for me, not just for me, but also for Hawaii. Like, back home, it was only hard wax. And now that a lot of people are more open to waxing, I'm not just putting money in my pocket. I'm putting money in my girls' pockets. And by being able to make waxing more, you know, faster or more accessible, you know, they also get to feed their kids at home. You know, I have a dog. I don't have a kid, but I feed Deuce now, you know. Deuce gets fed real well because of my clients.
Yeah.
And it also not only just gave me the opportunity to make more money, but it also allowed me to build a community and make networks, like with Jane, them, all the girls on from Teddy Bear, Lauren. She also took Jane's workshop. And for me, like, that's what I needed, because we don't have this at home. We don't have community at home. So I've been trying to bridge that gap.
A community
over there where back home, the trade shows are more like hair. The classes are more hair, barbers. We don't have a lash con in Hawaii. We don't have that.
You don't have like an esthetician con.
We don't have none of that because everybody just thinks, oh, you own a beauty studio. Oh, you do hair or you do lashes.
Oh, that's like Cosmo. Because it's first thing.
Yes. So this is like one of the things I've been looking into is hosting a Beauty Besties brunch.
Ooh.
Where just beauty professionals come together and just talk story.
Oh my God, I do that here.
Get to know people, to like understand how people run business. And you never stop learning that way.
Yeah.
You learn more about how people run. Like you guys, you run a storefront, you know? I don't know if I'll ever do that one day. I don't know if I want to get out of the treatment room like that. But it puts into perspective, there are so many endless possibilities that you can do in the beauty industry, whether it's education, whether it's owning a storefront or owning like rentals.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do. Education, all that stuff. So I think that's what I want to bridge the gap back home.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, because of how expensive everything is, a lot of people are just like, oh, I want to take your workshop, Jani, but I can't afford it.
Yeah. Especially everything right now is just so expensive. You know, like everything has gone up. So, but the beauty industry never dies.
Never.
No matter what it is, it's like, yes, we'll have our really slow seasons, but don't let that
discourage you.
Yeah. Because people are going to want to take care of themselves no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
And I think with social media, everybody thinks you can do it yourself. No, girl. I'm going to tell you, even waxers who wax yourself don't get the full labia. I'm just saying. You know? So I see all these people doing do-it-yourself waxes on TikTok.
Shut up. Where? I don't...
Like their underarms.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I've seen girls do their own Brazilians. I'm like, I know damn well you didn't get your full butt crack.
I literally wax myself and I don't get my full butt crack, I can tell you.
Girl, how are you flexible? That's how you got pregnant, huh?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I just had a baby. Come on.
But that's what I'm saying. You know, like I think the biggest thing now, a lot of people is like, I want to pay. I pay for convenience. It's convenient for somebody to wax me. It's convenient for someone to do my lashes. Cause girl, I know the what is the new one?
The clusters.
Clusters are very popular right now. Yeah. Girl, I will stab my eye. I will stab my own eye. You know, so I will just go to a professional, but. Again, it's what you value. It's what you're willing to pay for, right?
Yeah.
So whichever way the beauty industry goes, if I can just talk and educate somebody, that's enough for me.
Yeah. And you know what I love? I've been loving the educational posts. I've been loving posting them. I've been loving seeing them. I feel like for me, though, I've posted so much educational that I don't want to be known as like educating other estheticians. I want to bring in clients, not necessarily. There's different pages like education on like other estheticians, right? And then there's pages that are like bringing in clients. And I feel like for me, I'm trying to educate my clients, but it's more going towards other estheticians, like, or they're kind of, you know, like, oh, I didn't know this or I didn't know that. Or they're kind of like, hey, I love the way you post that video. You just gave me inspiration. Now I'm going to post this video.
Amen.
You know? So for me, it's like, I love doing the educational posts. But I used to do the funny posts all the time.
Same. I would like to bring that back.
Me too. But it's like, does it really bring? You know what I mean?
The propaganda is like it's tacky, or you know that's what everybody's saying. It's tacky. It's immature. And I'm just like, down.
Just have a fucking personality.
Do you not have a funny bone? That's what I'm saying. It's just like. It's a hee hee ha ha moment, but we can be serious too. Like, you want to go have sex after your appointment? Cool, you gonna get folliculitis. But here's my thing: if you follow aftercare, if you wait the 24 hours, if you don't sweat, you won't have that. You know, sometimes you gotta do the sandwich method: positive, negative, positive. Yeah.
You're taking me out.
It's social work.
So
it's a social work tactic. It's positive, negative. You want positive feedback followed with something to change, then positive feedback, but you're doing great.
Yeah.
See you in 5 weeks.
So tell me some advice that you would give to new upcoming waxers, or what you tell them in your workshop. Like, if people are feeling discouraged, like, should I go straight to being solo, or should I?
Oh, girl.
Let me tell you, going back to like, should I open up a storefront? I love my storefront.
Absolutely.
It's known in the street. I love the location. It gets packed on the weekends. We get walk-ins. I love it. But there is so much overhead to this that we've talked about it so much on my podcast and numbers and everything. But I think I miss being in the treatment realm and just being with my clients.
Yeah.
But then I look back and I'm like, where do I see myself in 10 years? Do I just see it running on its own and not having to work? You know? And not being in the treatment room.
Yeah. No, I get that. I think the biggest thing I tell my students, they are always just like, Jani, I'm so inspired by you and I want to do what you do. And I will tell them cutthroat. This did not happen overnight. I was working as a social worker first, full-time, and I was doing brows and waxes part-time. Once my side hustle surpassed my 9-to-5, that's when I knew to leave. And again, living in the most expensive state, I had to hustle. And you can't, the thing I tell a lot of my girls is, don't compare yourself to me. If anything, if you want to be like me, cool, but I want you to be better than me. I want you to do more than me. Whether you're doing Brazilians and lash lifts or Brazilians and brow laminations, do it. Do it. If you feel that you want to dabble into education, cool. Yeah. Do it. But remember who you are and really look into your core values as a person, because people are coming to you for a service. Like, yes, I can do a Brazilian in 3 minutes if I wanted to. That's 90% of why people, or that's 10% of why people come to you. 90% is because of who you are, what you portray yourself as, who you are as a person, how you make people feel. That's how you build great clientele. Don't get me wrong, there is a percentage of clients who come to you just because you're available, not because they actually know who you are and know your story. I have had people be like, I've been following you for years. I love your story. Thank you for sharing about your mental health. Thank you for sharing about your breakup, because it made me more drawn to you because you made everything feel human. Girl, if I was just cutthroat and just only showed the good, nobody would come to me.
Yeah.
I feel like people are more relatable now. Yeah. You know? And for what it's worth, you will find the people. I always tell my students, you will find the people who want to come to you. You just have to put in the work. Yeah. Whether it be late nights, whether it be early mornings, whether it be staying up, making content, editing videos, having your other half help you. Like, there is so many endless ways to build yourself. You just, Nike, just do it. just do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's not a lot of advice I can give other than to just, one, be yourself and do the fucking work. Because none of this happened overnight. You didn't build your storefront overnight. And building your next one, it doesn't happen so quickly. It's hard work, it's grit, it's consistency. Even on the days you don't want to show up, you have to do it.
Yep. And a lot of times these, again, social media is such a big place to discourage people.
Oh, absolutely.
And also schools too. They're not teaching them a lot of like business outside of, what it is to be like going solo or working in a place. They're kind of just like saying, here, you got your state board, you passed it, and it is what it is. But I feel so bad for the students now because they are going into this really wrong. They're going into this like open-minded, like, oh, I'm going to get clients right away and this is what it's going to be like. But in reality, it's not like that.
Beauty school doesn't teach you how to be on your own. A lot of beauty schools teach you to go work for somebody else. And that's why I always tell people that if you want to own your salon one day, do a 6-month plan, do a 1-year plan, work somewhere, gain the experience, build the trust in your clients. Then later on, when you can afford to be on your own, by all means. But remember, rent, your licensing, your supplies, all of that costs money.
Yeah.
So much money.
Yeah.
Until I knew my first year in business, I cut a loss. Second year, I broke even. Third year, I made my first 6 figures. I was so happy. I did that, but I was like, I need more. I need to do more because this is not always going to be like this. And I think, again, you just have to have the grit and the drive to do it. You can't give up. You cannot get comfortable. We got comfortable, but now we're just like, hey.
I'm uncomfortable.
I'm very uncomfortable. Very. Yeah. There is a fire under my ass and I need to keep going. But it's like, also when you surround yourself with the right community, Like, people, other beauty professionals who inspire you. Like, I'm constantly inspired by my people.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, they do that. Let me see what I can do too, Because don't get me wrong. I don't ever sit there and be like, yeah, I'm the best waxer in Hawaii. I don't ever say that. And even though people will say that to me, I'm like, no. I hate being called an influencer. Because I'm not an influencer. I may influence you. I'm just a regular schmegular girl.
Dang.
Like that. I'm just a regular girl. All of this I pay for. I don't ever do anything for free like an influencer does, or like, I'll post this so you can get this. I don't do that.
Yeah.
This is true grit. This is me.
Influencers make a lot of fucking money.
Absolutely.
But they pay a lot of taxes.
I'm just like, if I got PR boxes like this, girl, I wouldn't be doing this, I would sit here in front of a camera and just shoot the shit. No, I didn't like this lip gloss. Don't buy it. Or yes, I love this lip gloss. Buy it,
Yeah.
But I don't have that. I don't like to be called that. So when I'm in Target or even in Costco, people will stop me and I will talk to them like a regular human. I don't ever be like, oh,
standoffish.
Yeah. I like meeting people who want to come see me.
Yeah, me too. And I like to be known as like, oh my gosh, you're gonna
chill.
Love her.
She's so chill.
Yeah.
Word of mouth in Hawaii. That's how we get
a lot of
clients is word of mouth.
I feel like when they meet me, they're like, oh my gosh, you're gonna love Dee. She's so nice. Or she's so this. And I'm like, because I like to be known as that. Why the fuck am I gonna be a bitch to you the first time I meet you? Like, because then if you present yourself as that, you're always gonna be known.
Exactly.
As like, oh, she gave me that. She rubbed me the wrong way. Yeah.
But again, I used to be. There used to be times where I'd be like, oh my God, I was too much that day. And clients, I've had people say bad things about me. I just brush it off. Okay. You think I'm a shitty person? Okay. Cool. Whatever helps you sleep better at night or whatever that saying is. Because at the end of the day, I know what I bring to the table and what I know what I'm doing for my clients. I just want the best for everybody, Oh,
I love you. Literally.
In business and for my clients.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm always looking for the next thing for my clients, and I'm always looking for the next thing for myself and my students. So before I left for San Diego, I emailed my students, this is what's going on. I will update you guys when I get back. We're going to have lunch. We're going to shoot the shit, and we're just going to talk. We're just going to talk and like see where everybody's business is at. But ever since I've had like 12 students, they're all doing good. They're all doing amazing. They're all making good money. They have their own clientele. Like, that's all I want. That's my babies.
Yeah. And then it shows a lot too. Like, if they're doing good, that shows so much on you.
As a mentor, right?
Yeah.
Like, that's the one thing too. A lot of people tell me, like, I will get texts like, hey, Jani, I did this. Amazing. Do it again. Now double it.
Yeah.
And then it inspires me, because if my student's doing that, I should be doing that too. And don't get me wrong, I hate making content. I do it because
you're so good at it.
I just press record, and if I mess up, I mess up. I give myself at least like 4 chances.
Stop.
And then I'm done. I will shit you not. I have so many videos that are unedited because I'm just like, I need a Milo or Marlo.
No, let me tell you. I be doing the same shit. I record my day, right? And then I go home and I'm like,
I don't want to edit it.
And then I don't end up posting it.
But see, I have a lot of friends back home who do the day in the life as a business owner.
Yeah.
My friend Teal, love her. She's amazing. She has an active brand. And she also has a Papale brand, which is the hats, right? Yeah. And she's always posting. And I was like, girl, I want to be like you. She's like, just do it, Jani. Just do it. And I'm like, but Teal, like, I forget to record or I forget to do this. She's like, start it off. And I'm just inspired. Like, when you surround yourself with that type of people, oh, girl, the inspiration comes consistently.
Yeah.
And then they're like, oh, and this is the funny thing, is like, oh, you're Jani. You're Teal's friend. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm Teal's friend. They're like, you model for Teal. I was like, she's like, and it becomes a conversation starter. And that, if I can get one client just over one conversation, why not?
Yeah.
If I can get a student over one conversation, why not?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, again, there's 8 billion people in this world. Your job is, you can do it.
Yeah. My girls say that I'm the one that posts the most because I'm like, yo, yeah, I fucking have to write one. And they're like, they don't post as much. I'm like, well, you guys need, and I'm like, over here, like, I shouldn't be posting way more, right? But then I'm, like I said, I just feel like my social battery I go home and I'm just like, you know, because I do so much social media. I have this, then I have here, and then I have other things. Like, I have so much going on, and then social media is just like...
I give myself boundaries. I used to be the type of person who'd doom scroll and repost.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to lie, after the breakup, I took a break from my business page and posting on my business page because I was like, bro, get your mental health in check. But after that, I was like, okay, now let's get back into it. You know, let's do the funnies. Let's do the education, because you can't lose that. Once you stop, once you go incognito for a year, girl.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Because if you're not consistent, it's done.
Don't get me wrong. I know so many people who don't post and they still get a busy schedule. And I love that.
Yeah.
I'm scared. So let me just keep doing what I need to do, you know? So that's just how I see it.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for coming on here for me. I'm all the way from motherfucking Hawaii. Okay?
Over the Pacific Ocean.
Period. 5-hour flight by herself.
By myself.
We always end this podcast. I didn't even tell you that, but we always end this podcast with a quote. And I hope you could think of something. It could be anything. Just, you know what? A lot of my guests that I have, it's just something that they can relate to. Could be funny, could be not. Something you want to tell us to end this?
Make the world your domain, honestly, and to stay beautiful, because you are beautiful.
Oh, I love that. You know, all coochies matter too.
All coochies matter.
Well,
get rid of the razor.
Drop the motherfucking razor. Okay, what did you say? Venus brand? I don't even know the brand.
Venus, Bic, Gillette. Leave it. Call us and we'll refer you to somebody.
Period.
You know, call me first. Don't go straight to the razor. Also, we don't know where that razor been. Ask your boyfriend where it was.
And if you're in motherfucking Hawaii, Oahu, right?
Oahu,
there you go.
Come see me, Jani the Artistry, Pearl City, Hawaii.
Well, thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you, my dear.
And I hope to see you again.
You know, give me a reason. I'll be out here.
Bye, guys.
Bye.